Are you looking for a Facebook ad strategy for 2021 that's going to produce great success? If so, this is the video you're going to want to watch. I'm going to break down what my most successful clients are doing to get the most out of their Facebook ads, and it's generating great results. In fact, the simplicity of it is probably going to leave you shocked. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you're brand new to our channel, welcome. We're so glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you generate more leads, set more appointments, and close more transactions using marketing and specifically Facebook marketing. So if you're after more leads, appointments, transactions, this is absolutely the place to be. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you here as part of our group. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what my most successful clients are doing in 2021 with their Facebook ads to get more real estate transactions coming in. Now, before we get into that, just one quick little note down in the description below. You're going to find a link for our Facebook Masters class. It's been recently updated, and it is our best practices of everything that we've learned to help people generate more leads, more appointments, more transactions, and what is entailed with that. So it's 2 hours. It's totally free, and you'll learn some great tips and strategies and best practices to grow your business. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, today's video, we're going to be talking and breaking down what my most successful clients are doing with their Facebook ads in 2021. In fact, the sheer simplicity of it is probably going to blow you away. But what I find over and over again as I talk with people and they ask me questions is I find that most people get stuck with the same things, and that's why they're not seeing more results with their Facebook ads. So the single biggest problem that I wanted to highlight today that most people make with their Facebook ads is they're thinking and operating in terms of one ad. So what that means is they'll do one ad, they'll generate some leads, and that's all they do, right? And so I will tell you that my most successful clients on Facebook do not do that. Now, do I have clients who operate that way, and do they still get transactions? And the answer is yes. But it's certainly not the most efficient, nor is it the most effective way of doing business. So with that being said, I'm going to show you some screenshots and kind of show you some examples of what I mean by that. So the clients that I have who are the most successful, it's kind of crazy. They're also the ones who are most consistent in putting out great content, sharing information, and they're just consistent. Consistency is key with how they work. It's all this concept of building a pipeline and just nurturing and taking care of people. Again, you've got to realize that there are some fundamental principles where real estate marketing is concerned. Number one, real estate and specifically sales in general, it's a timing game, right? You never know when the right time is. And so the only way to fix that is to be there all the time. You want to constantly be in front of people. The people who say they're not interested in buying or selling a home today could have some kind of life event that changes their mind tomorrow, right? It's all about consistently being in front of them. That's one of the biggest keys. Real estate is a business where people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. That's another fundamental. So you got to have a way to build that trust, build that credibility, stay in front of people all the time. And that's what makes this work. So with that, I'm going to go ahead, share my screen and show you some numbers here. So the key to success is, rather than thinking about running ads in terms of one ad at a time, I run an ad, I get a lead, and then I do follow up. And then I'm going to run another ad to a new group of people, get more leads, and do more follow up. You want to start thinking in terms of building a following, building a database. So my most successful clientele, that's what they've done, is they've spent the time, they've spent the money to build up a database and follower, not so much followers, but people who are watching their videos and clicking on their ads and going to their website. The people that are raising their hand and saying that they're interested, they've taken the time and money and effort to build that up, and then they just market to those people over and over and over again. So what you're seeing here, these are the custom audiences for one of my clients. Most of my clientele are real estate agents. This is my one mortgage broker that I work with, and he and I have been working together, getting pretty close to 2 years now. And so what he's done is his strategy is he does videos every single week. And they're just videos about certain topics, about what it takes to buy a home today and changes going on in the lending world. And he just puts out good information every single week. And what we do is we take that video, we blast it out. When we first started, we started blasting that audience or blasting that those videos out to a group of people that had no idea who he was. We wanted to build up a following. So a lot of times when I talk about remarketing or showing ads to people based on actions that they've taken previously, one of the things I talk about often is taking a list of your contacts and uploading that to Facebook and running ads to them. And it's a fantastic strategy for reasons you're going to see today. But one of the things people say all the time is, well, Kevin, I just moved to this area. I don't have a huge database. I don't know a lot of people. And the beauty of Facebook is that you don't have to. He spent some money to push these videos out in the beginning to people who had no idea who he was. And there were a lot of people who saw the video, they weren't interested, they kept scrolling, but the ones who were interested started watching his videos. So you can see with this audience right here of people who have watched at least 25% of one of his videos over the last 365 days. During the time that we've done this, we've built that up to a massive audience of over 42,000 people, right? We've got people who are clicking, liking, commenting, sharing, engaging. That's 1,200. We've got, he does some lead generation. He sells those leads to agents. It's kind of a way that he can get in and start working with agents. But you can see the results of that. You can see the results of the lists and things that we've uploaded. So all in with all of these different categories of people we just keep marketing to over and over and over again, it's an audience of people that are interested in real estate, interested in mortgages. They've watched one of his videos. They've clicked on something. They've seen him over and over and over and over again. And our entire budget is spent right now just keeping in front of these people, remarketing over and over and over again. We put new content in front of them every single week. We just keep hitting the same people over and over again. And the end result is he's having the best year. He had the best year of his business last year ever in 20 plus years. This year's he's on pace to beat that again. And does some of it have to do with the real estate market? And the answer is sure, of course it does. But at the same time, part of the reason that all of this business is coming his way is it's the main concept that I want to teach you today. And that is the objective is to build a funnel, right? We want to get people who are interested in real estate, interested in mortgages, people that are looking for this kind of stuff. And when it shows up in their feed, they watch that video, they click on that ad. So in the beginning, we would run ads like this, right? Something that would be along the lines of generating a buyer lead, somebody who's interested in potentially buying a home like this. Now, today's video is not a tutorial on how to do that. If you want to watch how to do that, I'll put a link right up here. And it'll be a tutorial on how to set something like this up. But again, what happens is people who are interested in real estate, they're going to click on that ad. And when they do that, it starts putting them into these audiences where we're tracking people. And you've got to realize that with real estate, where most people make a mistake is they think that I need to set up a lead generation ad, I need to get a lead, and transactions just magically fall from the heavens, right? If you want to know the truth of what I've seen with over 50,000 leads, and in doing this for years and years and years, that the majority of people who respond to those ads are not in an active buying cycle. They are not actively looking for homes right here, right now, today. The truth of the matter is the people who are actively looking right here, right now, today, the ones who are pre-qualified, right? Everybody wants those leads, but if you want to know the truth, those people already have an agent that they're working with. That's why they're where they're at. Those are not the leads that you want because that's somebody else's client, right? They've already made that commitment and they're already working with that person. So the people who make the biggest mistake with Facebook is they set up a lead generation ad. They think that those people are going to be ready to do business today, and they're not. right? If you want to know the honest truth, those people are going to probably be doing business 90, 20, or 90, 120, 180 days down the road. My most successful clients are the ones who approach Facebook with the pipeline mentality. They want to fill their pipeline with, or their database with, as many people as they can, because they know that some of those people are going to be ready right away, right? Some will, but the majority won't. And then the next month, more people are going to come. And then the next month, more people, and so on and so forth. They know if they fill up the pipeline and they take care of it and they just constantly stay in front of people, some of them are going to come this month, some of them are going to be next month, and so on and so forth. It's this whole strategy of really taking care of their business for the rest of their career, where instead of just looking at it with the short-term philosophy of, I need to generate a lead and I'm going to sell them a house this week, I'm just telling you, with Facebook, that's not who these people are, right? The people on Facebook who are responding today, they're the ones who are thinking about it next quarter. I've got a guy in Houston, Texas that I work with. He's closing about a deal a week off of the ads that he's running. And that sounds sexy, but the part of it that you don't understand is he's been doing this for years. And so he's built up a pipeline. The deals he's closing this month are leads that he generated months ago. That's the honest truth. And so again, when people, the biggest mistake that they make from a strategic standpoint is they just think in terms of, I just need to run one ad, generate some leads, and I'm going to get some business. Don't get me wrong, it happens and you may do that. But if you want to get the most out of this and create a system that'll pay for the rest of your career, this is the strategy. This is the way to do it. We want to constantly be in front of people. You want to build up an audience of people that know who you are. They've clicked on your stuff. They've watched your videos. And then what ends up happening is, as we build up those audiences, we then start running ads like this, which is just, hey, let me give you some valuable information. We push this out to those audiences every single week. And this is the strategy. This is how the clients who I have that are doing the most business on Facebook and just absolutely crushing it, it's a simple mentality of, in the beginning, they spent most of their budget building up an audience of people who were interested, who watched their videos, clicked on their stuff. And then as those audiences built up, the money that they spent transitioned. They were still spending money, but instead of spending money getting in front of new people, they spent the money staying in front of the people that they already had. Because again, it's just timing, right? We never know when the right time is. We just want to be there all the time. So for 2021, this is the strategy that you want to employ, right? A lot of people, especially digital marketers, people who are pushing people to websites to sell products and those kinds of things. Recently, Apple, with their new iOS 14, they instituted a policy where you can opt out of being tracked with your activity on websites, and the marketing world's going crazy. Well, again, that only matters if you're focused on what's happening on your website. Now, you'll notice with the different audiences we've got set up, in his case, this particular lender, he doesn't even have a website. I know that's probably crazy to you guys, but he doesn't even have one. So that's not even part of our marketing strategy. If you had a website, obviously, yes, we want to track that, and that would be part of what we're tracking here. But I mean, his bread and butter, since he does so much video marketing, is just tracking the people who watch the videos, right? That is his bread and butter. He gets people contacting him every single week. Hey, we're interested in refinancing. Hey, we've got this situation. Can you help? And again, his pipeline, his business has never been busier. He's had to bring on other mortgage people. He takes some of the leads that he gets and uses that to attract other real estate agents. It's built a phenomenal business just by having this strategy of being able to keep in front of people. So that would be the recommendation that I would have for anybody for 2021, is stop thinking in terms of individual ads and start thinking in terms of building a pipeline. How do I consistently stay in front of people? How do I treat it just like a business? And sorry, one last thing I'll show you. Let me share my screen again. So this is his ad account. And I'm going to turn my camera off for a second so you can see. But you can see the numbers, right? This is what he's done the lifetime of his account. So in 2 years, he's spent about $7,300, which if you do the math over over a 2-year period, that's spending in the neighborhood of around $300 to $400 a month. And this is the results and the results of what he's seen business-wise of people coming to him. I mean, think about it. If you were to send postcards to 190,000 people and send that to them 1,000,000 times, you're going to be spending tons more than $7,300. And that's, again, it all comes back to the reason that I love Facebook as a tool for marketing. It's just so insanely inexpensive. The key to this is consistency. If you provide good value and show people your talents and your expertise and your knowledge, your credibility, if you use Facebook as a tool to build that, you'll have a tool that'll build your business for the rest of your career, period. It's just so simple. And this is the one thing that I would teach anybody. Build a pipeline, take care of it. And if you do that, you'll always have business. Now, a lot of times, especially in today's busy real estate economy, people are thinking, well, there's so much market activity going on, I don't need to do a lot of marketing right now. Well, that's true in the current environment. But, who knows how long this is going to last and when the market is going to turn. But when that market turns, I promise you, you're going to wish you had built up a pipeline and had people that were constantly, coming through this process. So when's the best time to get started? Truth is, like these people, the best time for them to get started was 2 years ago when we got started. The next best time to get started is right here, right now, today. So again, if you're interested in our services, down below, you'll see a link that'll take you to some information where you can get more information about what we do and how we help people with this process. But again, this is the ad strategy for 2021 that I would recommend to any real estate professional. You're talking about people, especially as we're marketing, where the vast majority of them are not ready to do business with you today. That's fine. It's just timing. We want to build up a pipeline of people who are interested, that know you, that trust you, that are clicking on your stuff, watching your videos. If we have a pipeline of those people and we just provide value and stay in front of them, you'll be busier than you want to be. Right? That's the key to success. And Facebook, especially with the custom audiences, make it so easy and so effective to do this. So that is today's video. That's the ad strategy I would recommend for anyone. Play the long game. Stop thinking in terms of one individual ad. And that will lead you to greater success and more efficiency with the marketing that you're doing on Facebook. So hopefully that was valuable. If so, take a split second, click that thumbs up button down below. That helps us tremendously. We appreciate your support in doing that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Click the little subscribe button down below. Next to it, you'll see a little bell. You can click on that and you'll be notified of any brand new content that we put out. And we put out videos like this every single week. So make sure to check those out. Also, I will put up a couple videos right here that you can watch right now to start learning some more tips and tricks to grow your business. And that is it. Like I said, if you want more information about our services, look down below in the description. That's where you'll find it. Other than that, make it a great week. Keep crushing it with your real estate business. If we can help, let us know. We're happy to do that. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Take care.